And welcome back to Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog 2006.
Right.
Last time we finished up Silver's story, final boss of that story, and this time before jumping into the last story, we are doing the missions. Now, this mission has been greatly sped up because it is awful. Starting off with the most tedious mission in the game, you just pick up apples with silver psychokinesis and drop them in the barrels. Now, if you want to get an S rank, what you want to do is pick up and destroy the little red and white barrier things. Those are worth like thousands of points each. So that is actually your preferred method. So you definitely want to do that. You also definitely want to just kind of take it. Like, I can't really even recommend a strategy for this because it's so, like, I don't know, it's just tedious and time consuming and just kind of awful. I don't know why they thought like 5 minutes of this would actually be fun. I'm pretty sure if you manage, by some miracle, to get every apple in the barrel, the mission will end early. But, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. This is at 4 times speed and I still feel like it's taking forever. Now, keep in mind, they broke the second set of barricades, which is super important because, once we actually get to the ranking, you'll see we barely made S, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think we only barely cleared it, so destroying the barriers, I think, actually was key. I think the goal was like 30,000, so yeah, we didn't clear it by very much, so every little bit helps. Later on, I actually skipped ahead a lot faster through the results screen. I'm not sure why I did it so slowly in the first place. Now, second mission's over in the field part of the forest, which is always a hike to get to. All you have to do is go through rings. Just, it's Superman 64. It's just on foot, unlike Shadows, which is different. On the whole, this is actually another really easy mission to S rank. Just go through all the rings naturally, and you should be good. None of the rings are particularly out of the way, even. So it's just pretty easy. Yeah, pretty leisurely kind of level. I could really appreciate more of those, to be honest. And those replenish your, like, psychokinesis gauge, so you have to collect those to keep flying. And all you do from there is just fly through the remaining rings. This is a super easy challenge. Only use about like roughly half the time. So yeah, that was a pretty good run. Problem. Silver's missions, in my opinion, are actually the most difficult of any of the main characters.
Perfect!
So while we got 2 S ranks in a row, savor it because we probably won't be getting too many more. My cat hid my bronze medals, oh darn. So this mission is easy if you have a rough idea of where to go, but kind of difficult if you actually stray from the path, in my opinion. So here it's like, you may not see that row of rings over there, it might be completely lost. Yeah, so if you accidentally miss that, like there, see I was kind of double checking to make sure I wasn't accidentally missing something on that roof, because it's not really clearly laid out. This mission's long. I think this is the longest mission I actually left in the video. Because I cut out a lot of the really tedious, or sped up some of the really tedious missions. Like there's one mission that I always get turned around on, so I cut out or sped up a lot. So yeah, just follow the rings mainly, and if you see a spring, that's generally a good sign that maybe you should go over there, because that's generally taking you straight to where you need to be. Also, try to get as many rings as you can. You can use all of the bonuses you can get. I don't remember if I got an A or an S on this one, but I feel like I got an S. Just trying to get that one ring and being like, screw that. The medals make the same sound as the silver medal when close to them. Kind of wish I'd realized that sooner. So yeah, just follow the rooftops. Pretty easy from this point, because from here on out, it's pretty straightforward because, quite frankly, everything is like lined up pretty well with the draw distance actually cooperating. What else? This part is kind of where you want to get a lot of points, because that's a lot of rings. And that's the last one. Pretty sure that kid's reused from one of Sonic's missions. Maybe the one where you retrieve the lost dog. Yeah, we cleared that by a pretty good margin. Probably not gonna be so lucky with this mission though. Over by this dude, I don't wait. Actually, this one's pretty easy too. You just fly through all the rings. What am I thinking? Yeah, this one's pretty straightforward as well. By the way, I actually recommend doing literally every mission, except maybe Shadows. I'm not sure if that's really needed with Shadow, but at least for Sonic Silver, wait until you get every upgrade before attempting to do this. Now, this is a little sloppy here. I should have just kept going to that roof. That would have saved some time, but hey, it's not really that big of a deal. This is a really straightforward mission. I wish Silver's missions would have like more music variety. So many rings. I do find it ironic that the worst game of the 5th generation and the worst game of the 7th generation both involve flying through rings frequently, so that's a little bit ironic. What is the worst 6th gen game though? That's a good question. Apparently there were some really bad superhero games that gen. Aquaman and also a Batman game. Ironically, Superman had a good game that generation.
Perfect!
So yeah, S rank. I think we're roughly halfway through the missions we can do, because one just takes literally forever. Like legit, one mission takes a really long time. So this one is a little bit iffy in terms of actually working as intended, I discovered. You have to just destroy all the robots. That's easy, right? Well, I had trouble getting them to spawn here. Wait, or is it later? I think it might be slightly later, but like nothing's showing up on the map. But you can hear shots fired. So it's like, where is that coming from? And see there, they finally appeared. Okay, so that wasn't my imagination. It really was that glitchy. Because again, I could have sworn those weren't there. Yet you could hear them shooting, and then they actually spawn. So that's really bizarre. This is, I think, an A. And I actually double tapped, which is like doing the charge throw, which I don't think I ever used in Let's Play, because every time you do that, you typically really get messed up. So now we have no rings, which is always fun. But this is close. I thought that killed me, by the way. We're pretty close to the end, I think. So we got more guys back there. It's kind of a mixed bag because, you know, having more ammunition is always good, but also you have more things to dodge if you don't collect everything. I think I lucked out. I will fully attribute getting an A rank minimum, or A rank max, to complete luck, because there were times where I feel like I should have gotten hit by things I didn't get hit by. So yeah, that was not, that's an A, or a B maybe. Yeah, that's a B because it's 275 for an A rank. So, this is the worst I actually do. I think literally in the entire Let's Play for missions, You have to destroy all the targets. So you have the mercy of hit detection. And to actually get a good time, like legit, I'm actually amazed I did this first try. Look at this. Take note of that. Did that look like it hit there? It didn't hit the target. It looked like it did, but it didn't actually hit the target. Because hit detection. So yeah, in addition to struggling with the controls, I also had trouble locating the actual targets. Like, you'll see at the end, I have to go back to that one on the bridge, because I could have sworn the object hit it, but it didn't register for whatever reason. I should have gone around the back alley. That was my bad. Yeah, the target's back here. I barely clear this, if you're wondering. And it is incredibly close. And here I'm really confused, because I'm like, I got everything, didn't I? But then I tried going back here, and then I see the target still there. It's like, why is that still here? And glitching. So yeah, it's memorizing where all the targets appear, and also, just doing it fast and hoping the game doesn't bug out, essentially. So it's not a good mission. Time bonus was really bad. 22,000, that's like a D rank, isn't it? Okay, that's a C, that's not terrible. I think I actually do get a D rank in one mission where it took like a really long time to find an enemy. So this kid might look familiar if you've watched Sonic's story already. You have to catch the kids in a time limit. Now this is also sped up because Silver moves at the speed of like a snail compared to Sonic. So that was the first kid. And then I got really confused because, well actually it's the next one. Basically I was looking at a guide that said there's like a kid in the plaza and then a kid near the bridge. But I got really turned around by the directions. So here I kind of am like, wait, is that the kid in the plaza or the kid near the bridge? Because apparently one kid can actually run like from one area to the plaza, and another kid can also run from a different area to the plaza, so it just gets really confusing while glancing over at a GameFAQs walkthrough. He's actually over here, I think. I have to stop and actually look at the guide occasionally. If you don't have the teleport dash, I think that's what that's called, you're basically out of luck. I remember doing this on my first playthrough without the dash, and it was pretty excruciating time-wise. It was like a I think it was a B or a C. Just cause this does take a long time to just walk around town, even with 4 times speed, which is what it's at now. Isn't that crazy? This 4 times speed, and I feel like Silver's still moving slower than Sonic at regular gameplay. Now, I've lost count of kids, but I think this might be the last one. Yeah, that was the last one. Okay, so barely missed out on the S rank, just a little bit too slow. If I didn't get so turned around in the plaza area, I would have probably gotten an S rank. Now into New City near the warehouse, you have this person who wants us to defend the warehouse barrels of enemies. Now, full disclosure, I was actually eating lunch when recording this. Oh no, dinner when I was recording this part, so I was actually like playing with one hand while eating dinner with the other hand. So if my gameplay feels incredibly sloppy for the next like 3 or 4 missions, now you know why, because I was at a disadvantage. Okay, that was cheap to break my projectile like that. Basically, just make sure they don't hit the barrels. That's literally all you have to do. It's pretty easy. I have to actually take a hit to get to that missile in time. And voila. Is that an S or is that an A? That was... oh, this is the one where I missed an A rank by 1 ring.
Looks like I'm on a roll.
Sucks. Or an S rank by 1 ring. So yeah, that was massively disappointing. Getting to hit that one time lost me the S rank. Okay, this mission is interesting because on my practice run, This is actually the mission that took me the longest. Now, I'm still playing with one hand during this point because, again, still eating dinner. And this is where it gets hilarious. Wanna know why? Spoiler. I S-ranked it on my first try with one hand. So it's Crisis City all over again. It's pretty much Crisis City all over again. So you'll basically have one odd ending out, which is important to note. For example, you have a lot of little flying guys, and then you'll have a worm occasionally popping up with a bunch of flying enemies. If you defeat the worm, in later phases, you actually do get a point bonus. So make sure to take out the air quotes leader of the bunch, which just makes me think DK. Also, by the way, the barricade strat still works. We have 7,500 to 8,500, so definitely worth the time to blow up any barricades you see. I think that's why I got the S rank, because it just blows so many barricades. But yeah, if my gameplay looks like I'm playing junk, it's because I'm playing with one hand. And frame rate. Yeah, after this, I think there's only 2 more missions. And one is my least favorite mission in the entire game, even more so than that water target one. And the one after that's my... Well, it's actually not like a favorite, but it's not like... It's easy at least. But the sad part is it's actually all the way back to Castle Town, which means every post-game you actually have to run through the entirety of the world, practically. Okay, so to defeat that guy, got a massive point bonus. Here we have the worm enemies, so all we need to do is take out, you know, all the worms individually, because there's no, like, boss monster. I opt to do the ground shockwave because trying to catch a projectile when you're playing with the left hand and your right hand is really not easy. So yeah, I took it really slow there. But the amusing part is I still did end up getting an S rank first try on this mission that took me like 5 attempts on my practice run.
Perfect!
AKA the run where I 100%ed the S ranks in the game. Yeah, I actually did do everything in Sonic 06 except the DLC stages. Which is sad, actually. This mission is the worst because you have to go through a warehouse, clearing out a million bazillion enemies. Oh my gosh, it is the worst. It's 4 times speed. That's all I'm doing. That is entirely why I hate this mission, because... Well, also because I was playing with one hand, that wasn't helping an already annoying mission. I probably should have saved this until after I finished dinner. But, problem, sometimes it's hard to find the enemies. On my first run, this mission actually took like a good 5 to 10 minutes because I legitimately couldn't find all the enemies. And the same thing basically happens here, so you might notice we're on 4 times speed again. The reason yet again is because this takes literally forever. Like legit, the amount of footage I had for this was about 40 minutes, and I cut it down to about 22 minutes. If that's any indicator of how long some of these missions are and how many loading times there are. The music sounds hilarious at 4 times speed, by the way. Just making note of that. Okie dokie, yeah, not much to even say about this mission other than just literally scour the entire area to find these things. Like, I feel like I just ran by a lot of stuff, and it's partly my fault, but I just feel like also the levels laid out in a way that's really unclear where anything is hiding. It's easy to accidentally skip enemies too, so yeah, we're at 3 minutes. And this is also kind of the level where I completely like lose any semblance of a perfect run. Even though I already got some bad ranks as silver, I think I do get a D rank because it literally takes that long. Here I'm just literally trying to find the last group of enemies. And turns out what happened was I ended up running by this guy. For some reason I managed to take out everything other than this guy. But that's still not the last enemy. Since the worms are underground, I think it would have been nicer to have at least have them listed on the map. So you don't have to just blindly search. And then there's actually this group all the way over here tucked in the corner. This is fun. And is this the last group of enemies, or is it more? Okay, that was actually it.
Great!
Oh man, that mission is awful. But yeah, it took me longer my first run. 4,300. That is a D rank. For sure. If this was still Sonic Adventure 2, we'd get an E rank for that. Pretty sure.
I need to pull it together.
No kidding. Okay, last mission. The return of the Sonic Man. Fun fact, this guy's a pushover. All you need to do is follow the arrows roughly. Now, I don't know why there are two arrows pointing right and left, or right and straight, if they're two different pathways, and if so, which one's faster. As long as you teleport dash often. Now here they don't even tell you where to go, so good job, game. So just kind of dash all over the place. Let's see. All you need to really worry about is just getting to this new city gate. That's literally the only thing you have to worry about. Even if there are a lot of barriers preventing a more direct route, unfortunately. But thank goodness that is the last mission. So next time we take on the silver medals. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Sonic 06.